Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing well. If you clicked on this video, that means you really want to learn how I made my devil horns. So I am going to show you. This is the devil horn I created for my Halloween video. My video is called Yoruba Demon tutorial. If you've not seen it and you found this video, I highly recommend you go and watch the other one so you can see my full look. But this is the horn I created. I created it out of this clay. This is Primo Sculpty. It's a type of polymer clay I found in a craft store in Ikeja. I'll put the address for the store below in the description bar. But yeah, I made each horn out of a section. Let me show you. The brick is divided into 4, so I made 2 horns, one out of each section, and I am going to show you how I made them. So let's get started. So let's get started. I am going to break this into 2 because, as I said, I created each horn out of each section, and the clay is kind of hard. Like, it's very hard to condition, as you can see. So what I do is that I break this into another section and I start to slowly like break it down, and I do that by using a rolling pin. I don't have a rolling pin, so I used my Morphe brush. So I kind of, you know, knocked it down, pounded it, and I start to roll it and roll it so it can get softer and softer. There's a way you can put the clay back together, and that's by using oil. Any type of oil will do. So I have a bit of oil in this saucepan here. So what you're going to do is take a little oil, pat it just a little bit. If you use too much, it won't work. It'll just become a really soggy mess. And I'm gonna use it to kind of, you know, condition and bend everything together. I do not know how it works, that the oil kind of makes it softer, but it does. So I'm gonna go back to pounding, oops, and then going back to rolling. So just add a little oil and you mix it together, a little oil, and you start to, you know, work the oil into it. And as you can see, it's already getting softer and easier to, you know, press and, you know, bend into whatever you want to make. This is what they call conditioning. You know, playing with the dough, I said dough, playing with the clay, making it soft, making it easy to work with. And there you go. It's soft and easy to manage and easy to work with now. What I'm going to do right now is roll it into a ball. I'm going to put it on the ground, on the table, sorry, and start rolling it out. There you go. Start rolling it out so you can start forming that horn shape. And as you're rolling it out, concentrate one end. Put your pressure on one end more than the other so that you'll start to get this shape where it's thicker at the base and then it's slimmer up top. So I'm gonna, as you can see, I'm putting my pressure on this side so it pushes it out. You already have kind of like a funny outline of it. And what I love about this clay is that you can push some of the clay matter into it, into different sections. So if you think this part is too big, you just push it down. If you think a part is too skinny, you just push another part into it. Start doing this so I can build this flat base. I'm gonna do like this so I can shape it. I'm gonna pinch the top so it can form the pointiness of the horn. And then this is the part where you just kind of figure it out and play with it. You know, figure out the shape you want. If you want it really pointy at the end, you know, you pinch it. If you want a part to be a bit bigger, you pull it and you play with it till you get the desired shape. I advise that you look at pictures of horns on the internet so you can see the kind of horn that you want to do. This is my shape of my horn. I'm still going to push a little bit around because I don't like the structure. But this is gonna be my shape. This is going to be the shape of my horn. Now that we have the shape down, it's time to decorate it. Now I bought a set of craft tools. You can see this one has edges like here. So I'm going to take this and start drawing into the horn to create some texture. When I showed my friend, she said it looked like teeth, like a witch's teeth. And I was like, ah, that's interesting. Just create as much texture as you want, or you can create less. If you want a smooth horn, that's fine. I just wanted a horn with some texture and some body. This is a close-up of the horn. You can see the texture that I have added with the sculpting tool. So this is what it looks like. It's nice and it has like a bunch of texture and line, so it now looks more like a horn. First thing I'm going to do is take some powder. I'm going to use this brush and powder it down to look a bit more flesh colored like. I'm going to put some brown in it. This Benai burn kit, I am going to take the different shades and I'm going to use it to color the horn. So I'm gonna take this sponge, which I've cut in half, and I picked it out so it had some holes. I'm gonna dip it into this one. This is the more blood-like, and just color the whole thing. Just go to town on it. And if you notice the lines are disappearing, you can always go back with your tool. You could use a knife to do this, or you can use your key. Your key is the best thing to use for this kind of thing. And draw more lines. And I'm going to take this blue black here. I'm going to take this blue black here. I'm going to dip I have another sponge for that particular one. Yeah, this one. I'm going to go to town on it like I did before. Because I want the color to blend out, I'm going to like rub it so it's not really concentrated in those places. And I'll always go back and put some more texture and some more lines, because as you're applying it, the lines start to blend. And this is the finished horn. It's a bit, it's moving about now because it's not dry, but once you leave it on cardboard, all the oil will come out and it will become hard. You can also decide to bake this in an oven if you have the time. If not, you can just leave it on cardboard and let the oil like just kind of come out, and then it will harden. Depending on how you want to shape it, you just bend it in the direction, and here you go. You can stick it to your head with some spirit gum, and this is it. You have a horn.